with Microcom Technologies, and I'd like to thank all of you for attending today's webinar with TP-Link. Today's host is their distribution manager presenting today. If anyone has any questions, please in the question box, and Shervin will be able to answer them in today's presentation. Shervin, thank you so much for making the next presentation with us here with TP-Link. We're looking forward to what you have to share with us, as well as continuing on into the next year. We look forward to continuing this relationship with TP-Link. I am finished for now, so please go ahead and take it on over.
Yeah, no, thank you, Julie, for introduction. My name is Shervin. I'm a distribution sales manager here at TP-Link, and I appreciate all of you guys taking the time out of your day to attend this webinar, especially on a holiday week. So today we're going to discuss Omada by TP-Link. So what is Omada? Omada is our B2B brand. And on today's agenda, I'll give you guys a quick background about TP-Link and then our B2B brand, Omada. So who is TP-Link? TP-Link Systems, Inc. is based in Irvine, California. It is our global headquarters. We recently bought a huge campus office in Irvine, California, bringing our total corporate offices in Irvine to around 4. We also have a warehouse located in Chino Hills, California. Within our Irvine campus, we have our pre-sales support team, post-sales support team, in-house marketing team, and a lot more individuals. With that being said, not only do we have a local sales team, but we now have a nationwide sales team broke up into territories. So depending on the state you're in, we have a regional salesperson and a field application engineer to support that field sales rep. I did want to mention a few things here. TP-Link is the manufacturer. We manufacture all our B2B products in Vietnam, and we are NDAA compliant. To give you a little high-level overview of our manufacturing facilities and the processes, is we control every part of the manufacturing process aside from the chipsets. The majority of the chipsets we purchase are from Qualcomm, Broadcom, and a little bit of MediaTek. Because of this, we have a less than 1% defective RMA rate on our B2B products. With our great quality control, we're able to reduce production costs without sacrificing quality. And since we are the manufacturer and we are vertically integrated supply chain, we have complete visibility of what products are being manufactured to the day it's going to get delivered in our warehouse in Chino Hills. So now I'm going to kind of talk about our business brand, which is Omada. Within our Omada umbrella, we have access points, whether it's ceiling, wall plates, outdoor or outdoor bridges, whether it's Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 7. We have a complete stack of wireless access points, switches, gateways, and accessories. From our switches, we have 5 ports up to 48 ports, PoE, PoE+, Ethernet, fiber, 10 gig, layer 2, layer 3. We actually just recently released layer 3, which I'll get into a little bit later in some of our later slides. Our gateways and PoE injectors. So we do have a full stack solution of networking products for SMB and SME. So Omada itself is our controller where you can manage all our TP-Link Omada devices, whether it's access point, switches, gateways. We also have an Omada app that allows functionality and visibility within one site or thousands of sites. So we have 3 types of controllers for Omada. We have our cloud-based, standard, and essential. Our software controller, which is more of a hybrid controller that you host and you could manage it from a centralized or remote location. And our on-prem hardware, that is a hardware controller that is physically located on the site. The cloud-based controller capacity and scalability is unlimited. You could host as many sites or devices as you would like. Our software controller can host up to 10,000 devices. However, we can increase that capacity depending on your server specs. And then our on-prem controller, which we call the OC200 or 300, can host up to 100 or 500 TP-Link devices respectively. I did want to mention our Cloud Essentials controller, which is our free cloud controller. Yes, you heard it right. It is no licensing costs, no one-time costs. It's completely free to manage. Our cloud-based controller is hosted by AWS, providing 99.99% reliability. With our free cloud controller, installers, managed service providers can host as many devices that they like without any additional fees. They're able to have complete visibility on multi-site locations. With that being said, they can also scale at a larger pace by using zero-touch provisioning, device template features, and kind of overall, we don't want to have recurring costs for our installers or MSPs, which is the reason why we came out with the Cloud Essentials controller. So when you go log into our website, our omada.tplinkcloud.com website, you have the option to create a standard cloud controller or Omada Essentials. The standard cloud controller is $9.99 per device per year, per TP-Link device per year, whereas the Essentials, there is no cost. We additionally have the Omada app Essentials as well, that you could also manage as many controls as you like. So now I'm going to talk about a little bit more about our Omada access points. So we have scenarios where you can use our access points, whether it's high density, wide area coverage, outdoor, or in-room Wi-Fi. With that being said, depending on the vertical, we have a different type of access point that is needed for that specific vertical. For example, hospitality or hotel rooms, you will traditionally see an in-room Wi-Fi wall plate. For outdoor pool area, you'll see an outdoor access point. For office, you'll see a wide area coverage access point to handle multiple clients from spanning throughout the whole entire office. And high density, more of a concert venue that could handle a lot of clients. Now I'm going to kind of talk about our Wi-Fi 7 APs, which is our flagship EAP 787 model and EAP 773. So we here at TP-Link, we believe in not offering a premium for newer technologies, which is why we've been pushing Wi-Fi 7 early and at a cost-effective price, allowing customers to build up next generation wireless infrastructure at a reasonable cost. So as you can see here, we have 10 gigabit ports, allowing higher throughput through our access points. Not only that, our Wi-Fi 7 technologies offers ultra low latency. And of course, the other features associated with the access points like auto channel selection, power adjustments, and Bluetooth. So as part of a networking stack, you have your access points, you have your switches, and you have your gateways. The gateways are the most, I would say, important part of a networking stack, because without the gateway, it causes a lot of network unsecurity and inefficiency. So our gateways have the capabilities for firewall, it has the capabilities for VPN controls, and more. With that being said, our gateways have built-in redundancy. We have multi-WAN ports on all our gateways. So in the event the primary internet connection fails, you could always kick in the backup whether that's through a secondary WAN port or a SIM card slot. We do have 4G gateways and wireless gateways. The wireless gateways, you could also mesh with access points extending network coverage. And like I previously mentioned, we have a full stack of networking switches, whether it's Ethernet or fiber, going from L2 to L3, single gig, multi-gig, 10 gig, and now we actually have 25 gig ports on our L3 switches. Whether you need unmanaged to managed to smart managed or easy managed, we have all that all baked into our whole entire suite of offerings. I did want to mention our layer 3 light switches that we recently released. They're equipped with layer 3 capabilities like OSPF, VRRP, built-in DHCP relay and servers. We have up to 25 gig currently out, with the 100 gig switches being released in the upcoming months. And that kind of sums up my presentation for today. If anyone has any questions regarding TP-Link, our brand, our B2B brand Omada, feel free to ask any questions you like. I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Shervin, hi. Thank you so much for that presentation. And yes, I do have a couple of questions here that we can get started with if you're ready. Let's see. Let me start with the first question here for you, Shervin. Here we go. Can you tell us what security features are quote unquote baked in to the Omada Cloud SDN for enterprise deployments?
Yeah, that's a great question. First and foremost, through our gateway, we have ACL configurations. We have IPS, DPS, and a little bit more security features built into our controller. So kind of for enterprise security, our gateways are more of a fit for SMB. So we have those security features associated with the SMB market today.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next question I have here for you. Can you tell us, does Omada Cloud SDN support zero-touch deployment for new devices, specifically for remote or new branch offices?
Yeah, that's a great question. So
Thank you.
not only does our cloud support zero-touch provisioning, but our software controller also supports zero-touch provisioning. So how it works is you'll get a device key ID or a serial number on the box, or when you purchase through Microcom, you could get those serial numbers. When you ship it onto site, before you even do that, you could just go to the device settings and add those devices beforehand. It'll be put in a provisioning state until it gets connected to the internet. Once it gets connected to the internet, it'll reach out to the cloud or the software controller and download whatever network configurations you have.
Thank you so much for that, Shervin. Next question here for you. How easy is it to existing network infrastructure with Omada to non-TP-Link devices?
Yeah, so Omada cannot manage other vendor devices, but they can manage client devices. So you will have complete visibility on client devices, whether it's IP phones, cameras, cell phones. And within that, you could also run troubleshooting logs and see exactly and identify what issues are occurring within the clients connected to the network.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. Next question here for you. Does Omada provide seamless roaming and mesh with mixed AP types, Wi-Fi 6 to Wi-Fi 7 or older?
Yes. So to answer that question is you could mix and match. and it's backwards compatible too, whether it's Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi 6, or Wi-Fi 5. In terms of roaming, we have AI roaming, non-stick roaming for those iPhones that like to stick to certain access points. So, and fast roaming. So they already come enabled on the controller. So there should be no issues with roaming throughout any property using TP-Link.
Thank you so much for that. Last question here for you. Here we go. How does TP-Link decide which features to prioritize for future Omada updates?
Oh, that's an interesting question. So the main driver of our decision-making process of how our R&D adds new features to our controller or our networking hardware is based on the feedback from our customers within different verticals. So we're unique in a sense where, as the manufacturer, we can, and we create the products, the source code and everything, we could kind of create new features based on customers' needs and wants, and identifying that market for those needs and wants.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Shervin, for answering all of those questions for us today. And also thank you to everyone for attending today's webinar. And if anyone still has any further questions, please feel free to contact your sales rep or email us at sales@microcomtech.com. And if you wish to review any of the products mentioned or shown today, please remember that this webinar presentation has been recorded and will be uploaded to our Microcom YouTube channel later today, so we can all view it again, which I know I do from time to time. So thank you, Shervin. I appreciate your time. I appreciate this presentation. And we will touch base so that we could schedule the next one so that you could share with us the next thing going on with TP-Link. Everybody, have a fantastic day. Again, thank you, Shervin.
Yeah, no, thank you, and thank you everyone, and have a great holiday weekend.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.